The Commission on Elections sets the stage for the first round of presidential and vice presidential debates that's happening this weekend. Unemployment takes a dip further in January, even amid tighter restrictions due to the Omicron surge. And more tourists welcome summer in the world-renowned island of Boracay. Let's check in on how things have changed since the previous pandemic summers. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. The COVID-19 pandemic and matters of the economy will be front and center in the first Comelec-sponsored debate for the May polls. Greg Gregorio with the details.
The Comelec is now at the final preparations for its first presidential debate for the 2022 elections. It will be held at the Sofitel Hotel in Pasay City on Saturday from 7 to 9:30 p.m. This is the place where the presidential and vice presidential debates filed their certificates of candidacy back in October last year. This will also be the place where they will face each other for the Comelec's presidential and vice presidential debates. There will be 10 podiums tomorrow for the 10 presidential candidates, but one of which will remain vacant if presidential candidate Bongbong Marcos would still not attend the debate. Although his camp has verbally declined the invitation, Marcos Jr. has yet to submit a written notice to the Comelec. The same goes for his running mate Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte. Vice presidential candidate Lito Atienza will also not attend the debate due to medical reasons.
Prerogative po nila yan. Yan ay kanilang absolute na karapatan. Ito nga lang po ay nakapanghihinayang. Sayang itong mga ganitong klaseng pagkakataon.
News 5 Chief Lucy Cruz Valdez will be the moderator for the first debate. One of her responsibilities is to make sure that each candidate will have an equal chance to respond. They will be given 90 seconds for their primary answer and 30 seconds for every rebuttal and rejoinder.
What we wanted is a moderator who will be able to guide the debate so that wala tayong sapawan.
Only general topics were given to the participants. For Saturday's debate, it will be about the pandemic and economy.
These are the two biggest things on the minds of everyone right now. Hindi lang health issue kasi ang pandemya, kundi economic rin.
Candidates are also not allowed to bring códigos on stage, but they will be given pen and paper for their notes. The Comelec hopes that the debate will help the public decide on who will they vote come May 9. For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
Government officials and experts have started going over possible solutions to rising oil prices, with the issue now a national concern. How exactly are presidential candidates planning to address this? Let's hear some of their answers in the sneak peek of the Candidatok series.
We will have a moratorium on VAT on oil and also excise taxes pagdating sa mga fuel.
Kung ubra, mag-stockpile na yung panguna ng Department of Energy, mag-stockpile na ng langis para na sa ganun, hindi tayo nabibigla sa pagtaas ng presyo. Yung medium term, long term, may batas na tayo rito, Renewable Energy Act, na naipasa ito, I think, during the last Congress. Pwede tayo kasi sagana tayo sa araw. Yung nuclear, ito, nagpirma na ng executive order ng Pangulo, pwede yun, kasi ito yung cheapest, cleanest.
Yung lahat ng mga bahay ng ating mga kababayan, magkaroon sila ng solar energy na sa halip ay pera ang ibibigay natin sa kanila. Lagyan natin sila ng panel na magkaroon sila ng ilaw na libre ang pagbabayad sa kanila, libre ang gastos nila.
Focus tayo sa mga oil-producing nations like Saudi Arabia and Iran. These are the kind of supply that could alter the price of oil in the world. Pagka na-convince natin mga kunyari magdoble ng production, certain percentage, siyempre bababa ang oil.
Now catch the full interviews of presidential aspirants at the Candidatok series organized by One News and 1PH together with Go Negosyo, airing Monday, March 21st. Now more stories after this short break. Stay with us. And you're still watching One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Vice presidential candidate Sara Duterte led the opening of Uniteam's headquarters in Cebu. Dale De Vera is reporting over the line from Cebu City to tell us more. Dale, what's the latest there?
Jess, Mayor Sara and her party Lakas CMD is now concerned over the alleged security breach in Smartmatic during the inauguration of the Uniteam Cebu headquarters in Liloan. Mayor Sara said Lakas CMD's legal team has gone over how this could affect their campaign and other implications. Her running mate Bongbong Marcos has yet to issue a statement regarding this. Recall that Marcos Jr.'s sister, Senator Aimee Marcos, is the chairperson of the committee handling this matter. Meanwhile, the province's One Cebu party has yet to endorse a presidential candidate. But we have to note that the party's logo has been seen in the Uniteam's tarpaulin in their newly opened HQ. Duterte spokesperson Liloan Mayor Cristina Frasco did not clarify whether this translates to an official endorsement of Marcos. Recall that in February, One Cebu already endorsed Duterte's candidacy, while late in last year, Frasco endorsed the Marcos Duterte tandem, which did not sit well with his uncle, Representative Pablo John Ocampo. Just after the inauguration of the Cebu HQ, Duterte met with Cebu Governor Gwen Garcia. Cebu is the most voted province in the country with over 3 million voters. Back in 2016, Marcos lost to opponent Lenny Robredo in the province. Jess?
All right, thank you very much for those updates. That was Dale De Vera over the line from Cebu City. Now, more tourists are visiting Boracay, pushing the number of arrivals in the tourist island close to pre-pandemic mark. Shaila Francisco with the story.
From the airport to the boat and to the island of Boracay, there's no denying that tourist arrivals are getting back to normal. From March 1 to 15, arrivals reached almost 70,000 or an average of 3,000 to 6,000 per day. But compliance with health protocols are still necessary. Tourists need to fill out the health declaration card of Aklan and submit their vaccination cards, booking confirmation, flight details, and valid IDs. Once you've submitted all those, you will then be given a QR code, which will be shown at the airport and at the port. For some tourists, these are all worth it, especially when you see the white sand, the clear waters, and the famous Boracay sunset.
Sikat na sikat ang Bora, kaya syempre makiuso. Pang tanggal ng stress sa Manila. Dito'y buhos lahat sa dagat.
Ay, super! Enjoy na enjoy! Sulit na sulit ang punta namin dito. Kaya kayo dyan, Boracay na!
Now that the clan is under alert level 1, all activities are allowed like this paddleboard, which is a hit among tourists. You have to wear a life vest, but you can opt to not wear face masks as long as you do water sports.
But Boracay's famous nightlife is still not back to its former glory, as disco bar or dancing is still not allowed. But tourists can still enjoy the night market, performances by live bands, and other entertainment options such as fire dance. Just this March, the government lifted a curfew and liquor ban in the island, a welcome development especially for businesses.
Ngayon, nabuhay na naman ang Boracay, so lahat na negosyante is siyempre yung mga empleyado nila lahat na nagtatrabaho at masayang-masaya kami. Isla ng Boracay, umaasa talaga kami sa bisita. Nabubuhay kami sa turismo. Talaga nakabawi na kami.
Nung may curfew ng 12 o'clock in the evening, yung mga taga Manila at taga Cebu, hindi masyadong nag-enjoy kasi sa lugar nila wala namang curfew. Yung hinahanap talaga ng turista sa Boracay, unang-una nightlife. So alam naman natin na pag Boracay, ibig sabihin bukas siya hanggang umaga.
Shaila Francisco, we are One News.
Here's a quick look at today's other top stories. The country's unemployment rate declined to 6.4% in January. That's from 6.6% in December of 2021. This translates to over 2.9 million unemployed Filipinos at the start of the year. The Comelec has decided to live stream the printing of election ballots at the National Printing Office. Critics earlier slammed the poll body for supposed lack of transparency in the printing process. And President Duterte believes the Philippines should maintain a neutral stand on the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Duterte says he doesn't have any plans to send Philippine troops to aid the Russians despite his good relations with Russian President Vladimir Putin. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe. Philippines, I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.